Flint, Michigan.
Welcome to Flint. Flint time.
And we back, just like that. I'm your favorite host, Prime Time with me, and today's special guest, look, I already told y'all last time, it feels so much better when you can do it with family. It still feels good in Las Vegas. I got Gus, RareClothApperal, today. What's good with your family?
What's going on, my boy?
Oh my God, it feels good to be here. Look, we in a hotel right now, like deep in a hotel on the 23rd floor. I don't want to say deep, I might say up. In a hotel right now with my guy. How does it feel like knowing that you have family that came out to want to support what you got going on?
Man, it's very humbling and inspiring because, you know, I got a lot of people in the family that do support me. I got a lot of people I feel like that could support me more because, you know, I done supported a lot of people in a lot of different areas. But at the end of the day, when you out here moving, you got to go get the supporters. You know what I'm saying? You got to go make the people that ain't around you believe. So I did the same thing when I was in music. I came out here and I just built a team.
So give us a little history upon you though. So you were born in Flint, right?
Yeah, I'm born in Flint, Michigan.
So let's talk about how it was before this move. Let's talk about your upbringing.
Growing up in Flint, a lot of people know that you know, I'm related to the Dayton family, and coming up around that era and seeing them doing what they did, it kind of inspired me to do music. But before that, you know, just seeing all the drug dealers and it was a lot of people doing a lot of negative things. But when you in that environment, you become a product of your environment. So
it seemed positive to you.
Yeah, I got into in high school. I started selling drugs, and it was just one of those things where I was like, this ain't for me, you know. And through those experiences, I started to write music and being inspired and seeing cousins do their thing, I was like, you know, I can do it, you know what I'm saying? So me and my brother formed a group. To make a long story short, me and my brother formed a group, and we just started moving, you know, recording with Steve Pitts, you know, came through that same family tree, and we created a mixtape, and we just started going hard in the city, passing out CDs, selling CDs, performing at places like the Z Club and JB's.
Oh my God, both of them clubs.
Yeah,
right.
So you know I've been going for a minute, you know.
Right.
Yeah, so, and I just felt like the scriptures talk about, you know, a prophet is not honored in his own country. And to relate that to my story, I'm not calling myself a prophet or nothing like that, but I felt like I had to leave because we was getting compared to them a lot. And I just wanted to.
Before you even, and I wanted you to keep going, but before you even go on, I know where you was about to go. So I wanted to ask a question before you do.
All right, go ahead.
Rapping was your thing.
Yeah.
But you recently just said, and we say recently, loose, that you're glad you stopped. Can you speak on that? You said you glad you stopped because rapping is like one of the most violent things you could do.
Yeah, it's real subjective, but yeah, the stuff that I was rapping about, and, you know, I became a man of God when I came out here. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of fast forwarding, but I came out here and I was moving, and I was out here 2 months and had a deal on the table, a record deal. You know, one of the guys, his name Michael Campbell. You remember the New Boys? They had this movement called the Jerk. You a Jerk, and Soulja Boy had cranked that. And we in the era where songs, like dance songs, is big. So I had this single recorded with me, my brother, and Rayante.
Wow.
Me and Rayante had a song, and my brother, you know, Rayante was out in Atlanta, but he would come down to Flint still. And we did this song, and I was just like, this it right here. Like I was the guy that was saying would put everything together. You know what I'm saying? And I would get them in the studio. And we made this song called Do the Dilly Boy, and it was just powerful. Like, it was moving through the city. We had it. I would go in the clubs and make them play it in the club. I would go to the radio
And
station.
this is here or this is in Flint?
This was in Flint.
So how did you make the decision to move, and what came into play? Like,
It was just a number of things. Like I was dealing with and she probably remember this, but I was dealing with a young lady that was real violent, like really trying to take me out of here, like on sight, like real.
look, and I hate to keep stopping,
Like,
because you keep going to my questions. Like, you were stabbed?
yeah, I was stabbed up. Like I got boom, boom, boom. Like was hit. You know what I'm saying? The same thing.
Is that where you found Christ, or is that?
No, that was like one of the things. It was that, and it was like, okay, I got this CD. Ain't nobody really giving me a shot like that. And then you got to think we in Flint, so it's like ain't really no opportunity, you know. So I knew I had to go to California. Atlanta was popping at this time, and I was like, I got to go either to the west or I got to go to the south, which I did go down there, but to the south. But I ended up taking more to the west because I just had more. I had more people that, you know, I could rock with and I could stay with and I could, you know, do certain things with. So coming to the West Coast was like, it was just beautiful for me, you know what I'm saying, to come out.
So let's get back to it. So you had that lady who...
I know we moving around a lot.
Yeah, no, and that's what we're going to do. That's what this is about. We're admiring you to inspire everybody else. And we're going to get to inspiring them. So but you had this lady who was poking you up.
Yeah.
And that's what decided, that made that decision, like, okay, I gotta go.
And even before that, I made the CD and I was like, I was looking at documentaries. I was looking at, you know, I was just looking at the grid. And this time, social media wasn't as big as it was, but MySpace.
Okay.
MySpace. And I'm seeing the whole thing with Soulja, and it's crazy. Fast forward my relationship with him. But we're gonna go back. So I'm seeing bro like doing his thing, and I'm like, man, like this internet thing. But mind you, I'm still in the CD era. We going towards the end, but I'm still pressing CDs. I'm still passing them out. I'm still freestyling on cameras and stuff like that. And messing with, you know, King Mondo.
Shout out King Mondo.
Shout out King Mondo.
Shout out King Mondo.
So I see bro doing his thing, and I'm just like, and my brother, mind you, like he was in it with me, but he wasn't like. See, I was with Samuel Lyman.
Okay.
So we formed a group called the Dilly Boys based on what Cousin was doing, you know. So we formed a group, and mind you, I want to take people back to this because when you're doing rap in Flint and you got drug dealers around you, it was like it's like drug dealers don't really respect rappers like that.
But rappers can't be rappers without the drug.
Exactly. So it's like, but to be a rapper, you gotta make it. You gotta be already living that lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? So by us coming in the game, it was more like, it was people that showed genuine love, but it was also people that kind of mocked us, you know, because, you know, we came up under Cousin, now we trying to do our own thing. But it was a lot of love. Like before I left, it was like people like, I would hear people riding to our mixtape. It was called New Era Flow, and we called ourselves the Most Slept On because we was playing off that hold on. Y'all feel like we slept on, we gonna run with it.
Right.
So before I left, I was flooding the city out the trunk, and I was just hearing people playing the CD, like, you know. and let me tell you this thing. The first time we ever performed, we performed in a strip club with 5950 Boys, right? You remember
5950
them? Remember
Boys.
5950 Boys?
50, you gotta give me some 5950 Boys. I was there with the jerk. Now 5950 Boys.
They was
Damn, I started thinking about the franchise boys.
I'm trying to think of
I don't.
I can't think of Cuz's name.
Okay, so what did they do?
But okay, we went formed at a strip club, right? And they went on before us and they just throwing money everywhere, and I'm like, oh, we gotta go after that. You know what I'm saying? But we went on and we did and they came up to us afterwards like, man, y'all got something, like, you know, keep doing your thing. So that was kind of like the push to see, like, seeing how the crowd reacted to our performance. I was like, okay, we got something. So we kept recording. I'm still in the streets at this time. I'm selling drugs and go to the studio. I'm doing all this type of stuff, but I'm like, the end goal is to not do this no more once the CD get done. So we finished the CD, and when it came to market the CD, I was the only one. Like my brother, he wasn't really.
You felt like he was a one-man band, man.
He would see me, give me CDs and go out and do whatever you do with them. But I'm like, bro, you got to invest in this. So I had more of the business mind to be like, this is more of a business now. Like, I'm really trying to get myself out there and make money. So the whole thing was like, I'm going through all this stuff in the streets. dealing with, you know, stuff with the young lady. Mind you, I'm still in the street, so, you know, we had gotten to some real serious stuff. Like these guys had, I had a spot on the south side over by Central, and some guys was just peeping me. And they ended up, you know, we ended up getting to some street activities, and I was just like, it was just a number of things that made me be like, if I don't get out of here, I'm gonna either go to prison or I'm gonna die. So
and it's like I don't want to ask this question, but I have to because it's in my list.
Yeah.
If you had the chance to redo that move, it's just hearing what you said, and I already know what you know about to say now.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you had the chance to go back and redo that move, would you redo it over?
100%.
I knew you was gonna say that.
100%.
Because you just told me I would have had to go.
Yeah, I had to go.
But building a family though, but building a family, some things, just coming from that and trying to, you have a daughter, right?
Yeah, at this point in time, I have no family. No daughter, nothing like that. I'm just moving by myself, you know?
Okay. So when did you have one child, right?
Yeah.
When did you have your first daughter?
2000 was 18.
2018.
Yeah, she 5, yeah.
So trying to build this family in Las Vegas, like, you come time, no matter where you at, whether Las Vegas or Michigan, you come time points where it's just so difficult, and then you already got so much in your mind. You fresh in a new state. Well, she 5 now, but you know, you fresh in a new state. You trying to move past what you know, PTSD. You trying to do, you trying to do what you can do, but you're going through difficult times.
You hit it right.
But you
head,
have to overcome that, and you have to persist because you have a family now. You have a girlfriend, a wife. You have a daughter. Just talk to me about that a little bit.
Well, we got to go back to something you said.
Okay.
PTSD, because that's real. Like I had post-traumatic stress disorder coming out here. And
when you came out here.
Yeah, I already had it. Then there's situations I went through that made me have it more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, mind you, like, I'm going through all this stuff. Then I come out here, I don't really know nobody. So I'll be in there, say I'm in a room like this, and I'm in a room with like 10 different people, and they all basically like for me. That's what they saying. But you know,
you
they
got a
for
different
me.
vibe. You got a different vibe.
Yeah, because they not my family.
And you talk about all of that. Like, how does that shape you as a man, including trying to make it, including having PTSD, including trying to start a family, raise a family? Like, how does that shape you, make you?
I just realized that, you know, I thought it was something wrong with me because I'm a loyal person. You know, I live off 2 words, love and respect. You know
I never heard that before. I never heard nobody take accountability like, you know, I thought it was me.
Yeah.
I live off that, like, maybe I was a failure.
Yeah.
That's how you felt?
Yeah, because, you know, when you be around people and you so loyal to them, and then it's like, they turn on you, you be like, well, you start questioning yourself. But that changed because when I came out here, and it's just about locking in with like-minded people. Like now my circle is people that think how I think. They move how I move. They move off love. They move off respect. So that's how I deal. I respect you, right?
Right.
I lead with respect. So if the situation go wrong, I had to be disrespectful. I think about every situation in my life. And I ain't gonna say it to the parents I'm perfect. Maybe I did some things, and if I did do something, then I'm gonna hold myself accountable.
No, but that's how it's supposed to go.
I move up respect.
My father always told me, if you respect a man, that man gonna respect you.
Yeah.
And as soon as he disrespects you, act like your big brother and get very disrespectful.
Yeah.
So it's just rules.
But I just exit from the situations, you know. I know I'm a man of God now, so I move totally different, you know. And but yeah, I just deal with love and respect.
What was the wheel of fortune that turned into the Church of Christ? Because as you say, you did drugs, let's not say you did what you did in the past. What was that turnaround where you was like, this is me?
Well, a lot of people think that it's just like some bad happened to me. I was in a life-death situation. No, it was just I was moving, and I sat down with a young man, and just I couldn't deny the truth. I was just humble enough to be like, you know what?
Was this in jail or something?
No.
You sat down with a young man?
No, it was a friend of a friend. He was like, man, let's have this study. Because my cameraman, he got converted before me, and he was filming me, and then he came, you know, he ran into another friend that had exited, and it just so happened he knew the truth, and we just sat down, and I just couldn't deny it, man. It was just like, I was just, at that moment, like I had everything moving for me, and I just let it go, all like that. Like in the snap of a finger, I was like, one day I was moving, had the EP about to drop, and the next day I was studying the scriptures, and just like, everybody like, what is you doing? Like my manager's like, what's going on? Like people I was messing with, you know what I'm saying? But it just kind of showed me too, in that light, like, who was really down for me, because some people I'm still cool with, and it's still some people that, you know, they, and I get it, because it's like, people hit me up, like for instance, to be like, I'm gonna pull up, woo woo, and then when they get out here, like, I understand it, because I don't smoke, I don't drink, but at the same time, I'm gonna try to plant seeds with you. I'm gonna try to plant seeds, but I can't judge you. Only the scriptures can judge you. Now, if you read the scripture, and we having a Bible study, that's God judging you. You know what I'm saying? But I will pull up. We can eat. We can, you know, talk. We can plant seeds. Because I learned that you gotta plant seeds with people. So if somebody don't want to deal with me and they're not ready for that, I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I don't take offense to people saying, "Well, I ain't gonna go that way because he on something else." You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Well, we're gonna get into the meat and the grit of this. We're gonna get into the bottom of the barrel. We're gonna bust the crab legs up. I don't eat seafood. I don't know what you bust up on, but you get what I'm saying. Hit him with the slogan for me. Hit him with the slogan.
Cut from rare cloth. We are all one of one. We are all unique. We are all cut from rare cloth. They'll never make another you. What's your name?
Prime.
Prime. See, you might have people with that name Prime, but God only created one of you.
Oh, you heard of Deion Sanders? He took my name. Deion, I looked up. Why is he got my name? He shouldn't have my name.
Yeah. He got to get that back. He got to give you some type of compensation on that.
He won't even answer my phone.
Residuals.
Eating gator. He won't even answer my phone. He's just eating gator. So let's take me to the beginning of that though. RareClothApperal. Like, take me to the beginning. Day one. Where did you even get this mindset? Like, I'm in Las Vegas. Did you start this in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
I'm in Las Vegas. This is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. So as I was moving, doing the music stuff, I started going. They got Fashion Week out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It happens twice. It used to happen twice a year, but since the pandemic, they don't really do it. But that Fashion Week, and I would go and I would meet these guys with these clothing lines. And what I started to do was I started to rhyme about the clothes. I would meet them, and then I go make a record about the clothes, like Yums, Flat Fitty, Boulevard Supply, and they would give me sponsors. So once I started getting on the social media.
When was this? Like, when did you start?
I would say like
2021. When did you start?
2012, 13. Damn. Could have been 11. And I would go to Fashion Week and I would bump into all these.
So you a decade in?
Yeah.
Probably over a decade in. Don't even know.
Yeah.
So you well known around here.
For sure.
That's my special host right there. Amber J Beauty.
And my wife named Amber.
Oh yeah, I know. We was gonna get to that too. He's trying to answer all my questions before I ask. Well, we might as well get to it. So you got to deal with an Amber.
But
we're gonna get back to the clothing. We're gonna get back to the clothing. But we got to get this out the way.
Okay.
So you got to deal with an Amber.
Yeah.
Let's just get back to it.
So basically, this one I knew it was on. It was lit, right? Okay. It's so much, man, to try to condense. But I had a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
His name was DJ Baby Chino. He was a young guy from Texas, but he lived out here. He was very popular.
Okay.
And he had a lot of sponsors. So once he heard my song, it was like a pair, like, you know, we paired up, and his parents was managing him. They loved my song. So they started bringing me with him, and I started getting the sponsors.
Okay.
And I started like...
It started to come forward.
So
to fruition.
Yeah, so I started getting the sponsor deals. Well, not necessarily a deal, but they would give me a lot of clothing, and I would take those clothes and I would wear them, take pictures, use the hashtag, and I got hashtagging got me in a XXL.
See, I did research.
Hashtagging got me.
You got in the XXL
by hashtagging. I was messing with a brand.
So what was you in XXL for the music or
just hash? No, it was a collage. Basically, it was the brand called Rocksmith, right? And they basically chose me off a hashtag. It was a bunch of other, pictures. Right. It was a small picture, but that was a big accomplishment
that's
for
so
me.
Crispy. I'm a XXL like fanatic. I'll be on there.
One of my partners was in jail, and I probably got it at the crib somewhere, but he saw it when he was in jail. And it was me on there with a chick, I had the Rocksmith on, and I didn't know
until I got the magic and I was going through the double XL, right? And I saw my picture. And I'm like, and I'm Rocksmith down and I'm thinking, it's crazy, bro. Like, I'm a
So no,
networking.
talk about that feeling though, like getting that call from jail. Like, if my man's calling me, like, hey man, they're talking about you. At my iTunes squad, they talking about you in here. You know, we in cell block. They talking about you in here all in the. Man, that's a different feeling. Cause you touching a different crowd. Like out here, social media can reach so many people.
Yeah.
And
That's when I knew the power of a hashtag. That's when I knew the power. When I opened that book and I was going through it and I saw my face in there, and it wasn't a big picture, but it was still enough. If you saw it, you recognized me. And it was like, because people paid to get in there, people did all type of stuff, and to just get in there off a hashtag. So I was amped, and I'm telling Rocksmith I made a song about them, but mind you, at this point in time, I'm still on the grind, and then I see the Boulevard Supply booth with Soulja Boy and them, right? And this is crazy. I
don't know nothing about
this
that.
brand.
Yeah, you gotta
called
elaborate.
Boulevard Supply.
Okay,
It was popular
okay.
a couple years ago. You can go look it up, right? But the white guys was over there, right? And it was like, it was a crowd of people, and they was like, "You with Soulja Boy?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah." So basically, I got in with them. I'm Rocksmith down. I just
He
left
keeps
Facebook.
saying that. Hey, I don't know if y'all watching, but on this tape, we gon' put a number every time he say he Rocksmith down. I think we on number 5 right now. We're gonna keep counting every
Because
time
I'm
he
just
say
trying to get
Rocksmith
y'all
down.
in that,
paint that
in that
picture,
frame,
paint that
right?
picture, paint
So
that picture.
remember, I'm like, I got on my brand, I got on their stuff. So I go over to Boulevard Supply, and they got the best booth in Magic. It's like 2 stories. It's not 2 stories, but it's like 2 levels.
It's hot, yeah.
It's a big booth, like, and Soulja Boy at the top, and he doing his music. Chief Keef there, they had that song at the time, and they do. But mind you, before I even get to that, I see the white guys, and they ask me, "Am I with Soulja?" I'm like, "Yeah." So they bring me in, and they like basically gotta get up out this Rocksmith now. You gotta put on the Boulevard Supply. So I get dressed in the booth. I'm dressed now. I'm Rocksmith down. I'm on Boulevard. I'm Boulevard Supply down, right? Mind you, I don't even know who Soulja is at this time. Like, he never
For
met
real?
me. But one of his artists had came up to me. He saw some glasses I had on. His name's Shorty Boy. His name was Shorty Boy, right? So he was like, "I want them glasses, bro." He's like, "I want them glasses." They was like real. They was like some crazy glasses I picked up for like $5. And he was like, "I want them glasses." So he was like, he took me in the back, gave me some more gear. Matter of fact, it was like the next day. I'm kind of fast forward, but he gave me some more gear for the glasses, and he told me, he was like, "Bro, get on Twitter, get on Instagram, keep doing your thing." And we kept in contact, and Soulja Boy would see me basically doing that. Like, I started making songs about the Boulevard brand. I started really putting on. So the next time Magic came around, Soulja Boy ran me like, "You with us?" Like, he put his arm like, "You with us?" Because the power of the internet, right? So
He said he started that shit.
he did. Bro, a genius, man. Like, when it comes to like, and a lot of people say a lot about Soulja, but what I can say just from being around him, like, he gave me a lot of gems. Even though I didn't sign with him, like, he gave me a lot of gems as far as like, get on this internet, push your brand, like, you know, and just being in that situation.
I'm glad we're gonna stop right there. I'm glad you said that because I want to get back to RareClothApperal.
All right.
I don't want to get too much deep into
Yeah.
Soulja, but I went through the whole website.
Okay.
You know, like, the designs so crispy. Trying to keep it family oriented, but you know what I want to say. They're so lit.
Yeah.
They're so crispy. They're so different. Like, without giving too much, gang, can you talk about like where does the creativity come into play to be like, okay, let's do tie-dye here, or let's go straight forward here, or no, let's do this here. Like, how do you don't do shirts, you do collections.
It's kind of both, but yeah, you're right. I do, like, I bring out the tie-dye collection for the spring, and somebody order it, then I can get it, but I'm not really big on doing the whole sweats right now, because you got to think we on the West Coast, because it get a little hotter out here. So I started bringing out my stuff early.
But with that being said, you from Michigan.
Yeah.
Flint at that. So how do you come out here with your creative design and be like, okay, I can make people adapt to this weather with my clothes? Because you come from snow and sun. Not just, since we've been out here, it's been the 80s. that creative mindset to where I can adapt from what they call it when you go to Florida from Michigan, what they call them, snowbirds.
Yeah.
How do you adapt your creative mind and be like, okay, I'm in Vegas now. I don't have to worry about the snow, because you don't do sweatpants and stuff like that, do you?
Yeah, I do. Look, it get cold out here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, see, that ain't what I didn't even peep. And I apologize for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got everything in the box.
Yeah, we got everything, man.
So just talk about your creative idea of how you come up with how you gonna outline it, how you gonna do it for this particular collection or whatever collection that is.
I go off to people, collaboration with people, my wife, and I just talk to the people, man.
And your wife play a big part in your...
Yeah, you gotta have that support system, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm glad you said that. Let me give a shout out to my wife.
Then you better.
Who's sitting right there behind that camera doing what she do, looking so beautiful. You know, you gotta have support from your wife when you doing something.
And it wasn't easy though. I mean, it's one of those things like I do so much, so it's like it took my wife a minute because she wanted to see if I was really gonna take it serious, and I respect that.
For something else.
Yeah.
So when did you meet your mom?
And she just didn't jump on board, like, you know, and I respect that because I like that.
Was she from? You met her in Vegas?
Yeah.
So you was just out here chilling and just was like, that's the one for me.
Now from the past situation, I gave her a hard time. You know, I was from that past situation. I came out here like, that ain't happening no more. I'm going there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm everywhere. Like, I wasn't trying to lock down. I was just like, you know, I had them on my line, man.
But that feeling now that she's
Yeah.
like, she see your vision. She's ready to help. She's ready to be involved. Just talk about how much better that is for you. I mean, it don't have to lay the weight off your back, but just having somebody on your back to help you get through some of these hard times, to help you get through some of these tunnels. Just talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, it is, because it's like sometimes she might not understand certain stuff, like why are you doing this with your credit? Why are you getting us in debt? Why are you doing this? But everybody that's successful, you're gonna have to be in some type of debt. You're gonna have to go through the fire. It ain't gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? So just showing her like, all right, this is what we got to do. And sometimes she don't understand it till later, but you know, it is what, at the end of the day, I'm the man on the head. I gotta make the final decision. But it is good to have her support. She would do the take the pictures. Before I got a photographer, she would take the pictures, you know, and I would take the pictures. But now, as I started to move, I got a photographer on my team, I got a videographer on my team, and my videographer's so cool. My photographer's so cool. He like, man, you ain't gotta pay me nothing. Like he retired. He just like, you helping me build my craft. You know what I'm saying? And that's love.
You started in 2011. Talk about the growth of your entrepreneurship, the growth of your company.
A lot of people will be like, well, he ain't really made it yet, or some people might have different perspectives.
Nobody
but for me,
made it yet.
But this is my perspective. Growing and continue to keep growing. You gonna always grow. Consistency. You gotta stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta. And I just take gems from everybody.
Where do you get that hustle ambition from? Where do you get that entrepreneur mindset from?
Come from the streets, doing illegal activities. And you know, it's all about having product. I just turn my bads good.
But even when you shoot your photo shoots to market your brand, it's a different look. And you record your photo shoots, so I see them. Even when you shoot your photo shoots to show off your product, do it in a different way.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I've been on sets of big films, and I kind of incorporate all that. Like when I'm there, I'm like, oh, we on this time, we got to do this, we got to do this. Look, like I'm hands on with everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Put your shirt down, like fix your hair, like everything. You know.
What would your team say about you, strictly or what would your team say about you when you're doing stuff like that? Where they're like, man, he's just too strict for me, or they like,
no, they respect it because they know we all want greatness. You know.
Okay.
You know, we all want greatness, and that's one of my gems to people, that when you starting stuff, you might not feel like people supporting you, but just keep going. And when people see your work, then you will lock in with like-minded people. I want to go into a little bit just about the music, because it's subjective, and there's some people are like, what are you doing? But this is my thing with rap, right? I don't think rapping is necessarily saying it's about what you rapping about. And what you trying to do with the rap. I'm not trying to make it in rapping. I already been down there, but it's like a guy that can play basketball. I know guys that play basketball real good. They might not want to go to the NBA, but they can still go to the court and
Right,
and they can show you.
Yeah.
So that's what this
They're the
about.
best in the hood.
Juggling these words around, just a form of expression, is just a piece of art. And I chose to use rap, and I flipped, the whole Jay-Z thing.
I'm glad you said that. So if we could give any game, or this is admire to inspire. So if we could
like
give
that
any
name, too.
inspiration, because we admire you right now, but if we can give any inspiration to any entrepreneur, whether they young or they old, to just, you done been through a lot, bro. From my research, you done told me some more than I didn't even get the file.
It's a lot. It's a documentary on the way too.
So if you could give any game or inspiration to younger or old entrepreneurs, just to stay persistent, no matter what your past was, no matter what you're going through right now, that you can be confident. You don't have to be socially involved, but you will be. You have to keep. You don't have to follow the social. Just follow you, follow your heart, follow what you got going. Is there anything inspiration you can give to them?
I would say persevere, one of my favorite words. Continue in the course of action, even in the face of difficulty. And that's my whole life story. That's all our story. Persevering, continuing. You know what I'm saying? Even the scriptures talk about being steadfast, unremovable. So I take it and line them up. I got to continue. I got to continue to follow Christ. I got to continue to let that light shine. I got to continue to persevere in my career, because I know that this is my destiny, is to be a creative. You know what I'm saying? I love creating art. I love going to see art. The older I get, I'm more in tune with going to see art and just being chill and just being laid back and seeing my daughter play. And I'm older, so I'm a lot more mature. You know what I'm saying? The older me would tell the younger me, just keep going. You know what I'm saying? It was times where cats would pull up and be like, I'm about to get in. I wouldn't let cats ride with me if they had pistols and stuff. Like, nah, you can't ride with me, bro. Even my own brother, nah, you can't. You gotta take that over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just certain stuff.
You don't know about their lifestyle. Maybe they need it. That
yeah,
doesn't matter to you, huh?
Yeah, but you weren't about to ride with me and then throw a gun under my seat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta protect yourself at all times.
You know what I'm saying?
At all
So
times, you got a family. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it anything that I missed that we didn't talk about that you want to get into?
I feel like we pretty much it's so much.
Anything, because we got RareClothApperal right here, man. Talk about anything I missed.
It's a lot, and that's why I got a documentary coming.
Okay. Can we get the name of the documentary? You know, it's Admire to Inspire. We do exclusive.
My story leads to his glory. We gonna get the whole story out there. And
my story leads to his glory.
But show him that shirt, man.
Oh man, y'all ain't see it yet?
Show him that shirt.
Y'all ain't see
bro.
me sitting up with the shirt on?
Look, I need more people back home rapping for me, man.
And that's what we doing.
You know what I'm saying?
We
That's what I
admire.
wanted you to do.
We admire him. We showing off
I
our
appreciate
RareClothApperal. We admiring him. Because that's what we do. And we want to inspire y'all to put this on, because, you know.
And I appreciate y'all too. I want to give y'all some flowers for pulling up and being about y'all word, and like, we gonna rock with you, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. And y'all rocking it. It's crazy because I ran into Keela. Y'all know, remember Keela?
Mm-hmm. The rapper, right?
Short. Yeah, I ran into Keela and I recognized her with a mask on.
Oh,
I'm like,
word?
Keela. And I saw her like 12 years, and she grabbed the hoodie like, I gotta support. So she one of the only people out there that got it out there.
Okay.
And a few other family members got it, but it just, it go a long way just to have one or two people go back, because you never know.
Well, we trying to get it to everywhere, not just Flint. We're trying to get it to everywhere. Can we get our social media, the website, and all that?
Hit me on Instagram, RareClothApperal. The website, www.rareclothapparel.com. Hit us up. We got you. We're gonna show love, and we're gonna keep this thing moving.
And look, you already know what this is, man. This is Admire to Inspire. I'm your favorite host, Prime Time with me, and today I'm sitting with Gus. Hit him with the punchline.
Hey, cut from rare cloth. We all one. We all unique. We are all cut from rare cloth. They'll never make another you.
Thank you so much.
Love and respect, my boy.
Flint, Michigan. Welcome to Flint.